My name's Amy Baker. I grew up outside of McConnell. Most of my childhood memories are growing up doing a lot of hay baling, farm work, hanging out with friends all summer. Spent all of my school days in Orangeville. I did graduate from Orangeville in 1993 and then went to Highland Community College after that and then graduated in 95. From there, went to Illinois State University. I was in the accounting program, and so I went from Illinois State, did an internship during one of my semesters, and of course they tend to hire the people that they spend so much time training and working with, so went directly to the city of Chicago from there, and then met my husband, and we moved out to the suburbs after a couple of years of being in the city, and then we were there till 2001, and then that's where our family started. And so our priority became, we wanted to try and get back home, but that thought process was like, gosh, how are we gonna do that? We both have jobs in the city. How are we gonna find those same opportunities for growth out here where our families are all at? And we were opening the mail that night after work, and he said, oh, your grandpa sent me something looking for a CFO in Lena, Illinois. This might be our God moment. We're like, okay, this is maybe how we're gonna get back home. And it was, that's what led us there. He interviewed and came back to Lena and started, and then I finished up my jobs that I was working on here, and Emma and I moved back home and lived in my parents' attic for upstairs attic for a couple months until we got a place to live. I had just gotten home, and one of my family members said, oh, hey, the Citizens State Bank is looking for a part-time accountant. And I remember that morning I was getting ready to do this job interview, and I'm like, Mom, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I know nothing about banking. And she's like, just go and try and see what it's like. And I said, all right, I'll go. It's that memory of when I walked in those doors for that job interview, and it made me realize why I was back there. It was for the people, it was the relationships. I walked in, and the person was Kelly White sitting at the desk, and then it was Joel, and then all these faces that I remember growing up in the community, and said, okay, this is why we're back here. It's the relationships, it's knowing people, and that's what life's all about, right? And so that's kind of where it all started, is just working a couple days a week at the bank, and then I'm now president and CEO. There's so many opportunities that you don't sometimes really realize when you're, growing up, of the opportunities, until you come back with a different perspective in life, and you're like, oh wow, there's so much to do here, there's so much to offer everyone. Thank you for letting me tell my story.